Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sulaiman bin Ahmad. My matric number is E21A0679. And today, the purpose of the video talk is about a book review assessment. So, let's start with introduction. The title of the book is The Killer Inside Me. The Killer Inside Me is written by Jim Thompson. The type of fiction in this book is action, thriller, and mystery. The number of pages in this book is 220 pages. The year of publication, The Killer Inside Me was on 8 June 2010. I choose this book because the storyline is quite interesting and we want to know what the main characters doing. There are three main characters in this book. First, Lawford. Lawford, a 29 years old deputy sheriff in a small Texas town. Second is Amy Shenton. Amy Shenton is Lawford's girlfriend and school teacher. And last, Tracy Letland, a prostitute who had an affair with Ford. Last but not least, the summary in this story. The story is told through the eyes of its protagonist, Lawford, a 29 years old deputy sheriff in a small Texas town. Ford appears to be a regular small town cop leading an unremarkable existence beneath this facade. However, he is a cunning and depressed sociopath. Ford's main outlet for his dark urge is the relatively panic habit of the deliberately needling people with cliches and platitudes despite their obvious boredom. If there's anything worse than a bore, says Law, it's a carnivore.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Faizul Hakim bin Hasdi. My matric number is E21A0535. Now I want to explain the theme of the story. First, self-absorption. Lawford is an example of a selfish person who is interested in anyone and none other than himself. For example, Law was a young man when he raped a 5-year-old girl and allowed his adopted brother, Mike Dane, to take responsibility for her. Law does not tell anyone the real thing but allows Mike to blame and pass the time. Law never seems to stop to think that he has run Mike's life, or at least does not seem to care about him. Another example is seen in Law's belief that Amy and Josh will both think of his mistake and will tell him. Law was so involved in his own life that he never stopped to assume that the two women care so much about him that they would not tell him. This seems contradictory, but in fact is not. Lawford feels useless to the two women, then he decides to kill his first girlfriend, but he does not to know that her girlfriend is not dead. Next, for the personality of the character in the story, Lawford was a good boy. His temperament has changed when he was 8 years old. He was too spoiled by his mother that what he wanted could be fulfilled. His bad temper became so bad when he raped a 5-year-old girl in his father's car. His bad temper did not change until he was adult. He used his power as a sheriff to satisfy his lust. He raped his remand woman and then killed his girlfriend, but the murder failed because his girlfriend did not die. For the recommended this book, I would not recommend this book because it is not suitable for reading by children aged 18 and under because it contains a few elements of pornography and horror. Next, what I learned this story. The stories contain the value of a good consideration. For example, the sheriff's investigation into the murder case committed by Lawford. Thank you.